Science is a continuation of God's creativity. Because when God gave man reason, when God gave man intellect, when God gave man free will, He was interested that this freedom must give man to have a good relationship with Him. This is the most important point that I would want you to have in your minds. But what is dangerous is if someone uses the knowledge that God gave him for turning away from Him, then it becomes evil in this context. But I would wish you to pick it very clearly that faith and science are supposed to work together for the glory of God. I give an example. Now we have modern technology. For instance, people are using phones for communicating. If you use a phone for communicating good, is it bad? But when you use it for sharing evil, that's when it becomes evil. But in this case, the technology itself is not bad, but the evil man using technology is the one who is bad. So it's important that we teach our people not to reject science, but to reject evil such science, evil-based science. Using technology, using science for bringing out faults, using technology for bringing out what's wrong, or using a science for hiding to promote your evil. This is what's bad. Like if someone says self-abortion, we have discovered there is a best way of aborting. In this case, remember medically, I want to be very realistic here. Medically, there are situations where a doctor discovers that there is a challenge and is risking life. Not so. Then this kind of procedure can be taken to save either a mother in this context, but also it can be done to save the child. If, for instance, an operation is conducted, we have seen this child is in danger, we can operate the child and remove the child alive, and the mother also remains, then this is better. But what these people are saying, self-abortion, is encouraging people to go and have a casual sex. And knowing that even when I conceive, I can go and remove. This is what is bad. But if this procedure, because according to the principle, how do I call it? According to the fundamental principle of medical workers, the number one duty of a medical worker is to make sure that he or she does what it takes to save life. This is what they're supposed to do. You must do, as a medical worker, you must do what it takes, whatever possible procedure that you must take to save life. But now, evil-minded doctors take the advantage of this procedure. The mother is not sick. The life of the mother is not at risk. Not so. The life of the child is not at risk. The mother is healthy, the child is healthy, but because they want to promote their idea, their evil idea of killing these children, they will bring it and hide in the word safe what? Abortion. Therefore, science itself has nothing to do with the immoral behaviors. Science has nothing to do with the violation of culture. Science has nothing to do with our moral standards. Science brings the will back to man to decide. And in this context, I want you to appreciate that science brings procedures which could save life. But evil-minded scientists bring procedures which terminate life. So you can see the contradiction here. Now someone will say science is bad. No, science is not bad. For instance, medically, we are supposed to discover scientific methods. If the delivery has failed, a woman has failed to deliver normally. Are we together here? Yes. A doctor or a scientist must get a procedure That will help this woman to remain alive, but also the child to remain alive. That's why the woman will be taken to the theater. She's operated, this is scientific. She's operated, the child is brought out alive, and the woman also survives. This is the beauty of science. Continuing with God's creativity. That there is also a way we can do, but still life must be protected. But if a doctor from nowhere chooses to terminate life under what we call self-abortion, and his idea is to get money, his idea is to promote himself that he must get respect, that man knows how to terminate children, then he is abusing science in this context. He is abusing it. And it is very important for us Catholics to stand on the truth and to remain and defend the truth. Let our people know the reality.